Trust me, these tips I'm about to give you, they're all really important, but stay around to the end to find out all of them because they will help you when you're cutting your teeth as a professional musician. The first on the list is time. And by this I mean don't be on time for a gig. Be early. For me, depending on where I'm playing, I'll leave at least 15 to 30 minutes early. Why the hell would anyone do this? It's like any job, because it looks good. It shows that you're eager and that the gig and the work is important to you. Next is be prepared. Learn your shit. No excuses. No one cares if your kids kept you up all night. No one cares that you're going through a hard time. No one cares if you split up with your partner. I'm so sorry, I've been so busy, I just didn't have the time to learn your set. Oh, but you have the time to take the money at the end of the night. If you don't have the time to learn the material, then don't take on the job. Next one is don't waste people's time and be honest. What this means is don't take on something that you don't have the skills for. Now that doesn't mean don't push yourself, but be intellectually honest with yourself. For example, I wouldn't be best in town for a big band gig, but I would challenge myself to take on the gig. Now if somebody called me up and asked me to play drums for a Latin gig, I'd be like, absolutely not, no way. Next one is hygiene. Be clean. And I'm talking about the girls as well. Use deodorant. A few years ago, the owner of the band that I used to play in came up to me before a gig and asked me a question. Brendan, do you shower before a gig? I was like, of course. Yeah, because last night it was pretty bad. I was fucking mortified. At the same time, I was kind of lucky that I didn't get fired, to avoid that really awkward conversation. Now I always carry deodorant and keep it in my gigging bag. Now in my opinion, that embarrassing story is definitely worth a like. Personally, I think it's worth a sub, maybe even a share, but you do you. This one is dress well. Of course, this depends on what gig you're doing, but don't dress slovenly. Wear a kind of a uniform, especially if you're working in the corporate or the wedding environment. And if they haven't specified what you should wear, a safe bet is always black pants, plain black top, and finish it off with a really awkward jacket put on. Right. And for all the girls out there, I'm not even going to pretend that I know what you guys should wear. Okay, let's talk about the good stuff, money. The easiest way for me to do this is by giving you a rough example. Now remember, this is rough and it varies, but it's pretty much true. If you work in a pub or a club, you're going to get about 90 to 120 euros a night. If you do theatre work, you're going to get about 100 to 150 a night. And if you do corporates and weddings and things like that, you're going to get about 250 to 350 a night. Pick the area you want to be in. There's not one of them that's better than the other. Some you can get more experience from, some you make more money from. But I will say this to you, try and line yourself up to one of these categories. Because eventually, if you're lucky, you're gonna make a name for yourself and you'll be known for one of these categories. And that's the category that you're gonna get the call from. That's the amount of money that's gonna generate in each one of your gigs. Do what makes you happy, but think of the lifestyle that you want and go get it. This next one I think is extremely important. It's diversify. As a musician, it's very hard to make a living out of just one thing. You gotta wear many hats. So be open to different skills and practice them. Then make those skills into money generators. Teaching, video making and editing, sight reading, podcasts, social media sponsors, and the recording side of it like Pro Tools and Logic. You don't have to do all of them. Get the one that suits you and then think about how you can get cash flow from it. So here's the last one. Now I asked this video title as a question on Reddit, and this one was the answer that everybody gave. That was the most important thing you can do to make yourself a professional musician. And that is get on with people and be flexible. Just try and be happy. Look, if you don't want to be at the gig, then don't be there. If you're too good for the gig, then go get a better gig. There's nothing that's stopping you. But don't be a miserable prick and bring everybody else down with you. You're not helping the situation. You're not helping anyone around you, and you're ruining your reputation. Oh yeah, she was a great player, but she was a walking asshole. Yeah, probably get the other girl.
If you like what you've seen here today, you can see a lot more videos. Just click on any of them here on the screen.